Welcome back to the 24-hour, 24-day image creation marathon brought to you by Instagraphics. That's my company where I teach you to create standout images quickly and easily on your iPhone, iPad, or computer. I am your host today, Grace Taylor Siegel, and I'd like to thank you for being here. You could be doing a lot of other things, and I'm just so happy that you're spending a little time with me to learn about our app today. And today we're going to look at the app called Mix. Now, all of the apps that I'm demonstrating are for the iPhone, most for the iPad also, and they're all available in the App Store, in the Apple App Store. Now, I'm planning on incorporating information for Android users at some point in the future, but for now, I'm focusing on the apps and programs for the Apple devices because that's what I have. One more thing before we get started with the demo, I just want to remind you that because of the way I'm recording this video, you can't see my fingers on the screen of the phone. You just see things happening, but I just want you to remember that it's my fingers touching the phone that makes these things happen. I may be adding some call outs to the final video, the one that you're watching, and a call out, it's kind of like a pointer on the screen to show you what I'm touching, and I'll also try to explain what I'm doing. But please keep in mind, it's my fingers touching the screen of the phone that makes everything happen, and that's the way it's going to work for you too when you try these apps. So let's get started here with Mix. That was the image that I created with Mix there on the screen. And that was of it's actually a restaurant. It's up near Mount Rainier, near Seattle, Washington. And my husband and I went on a cruise to Alaska, and we stopped in Seattle to see some friends, and our friend Jonathan and Michelle. And Jonathan took us up to the mountain, and it was spectacular. He spends a lot of time up there. And then he took us to this restaurant to eat, and very picturesque, and the best pie you are ever going to have. So let's find the original of this, and that is not it. I can't get into my favorites with this app either, so we're just gonna go the long way home. Okay, there we go. Now you see, it's still a great picture. It's a very rustic setting, and as you can see, we can square crop it by pressing that square in the center, and you may remember that I like to do that. And I'm going to press OK on the right hand side with my finger. And now what you can do is you can pick filters, and you can use more than one filter if you want to. So let's see, I think we're going to recognize the one that I used. It was sort of bright. Look familiar? Okay, great. Now let's go Mix. And there are a lot of different options here. The aperture one is the one that I selected, and that's sort of mimicking a DSLR, you know, one of those big fancy cameras. And it just puts that blur around the edge. I just think that looks so neat. Now you can adjust that a bit by going to the different, let's see, you gotta slide it. Going to the different f-stops, just like on a camera. I don't want it too blurry, but I just think that it has that sort of, it looks like a memory. And I think I'm going to choose this one, and so I'm going to press the check mark. If I press the X, then it would exit out, and the effect that I'd chosen wouldn't show up. And the center on the left, the circle with the line through it, that's going to take the effect away. The center effect goes around the perimeter of the photo, and then the two lines, you could see how that white part showed up. It just hits the top and the bottom. But I don't really want that. I like the one that I chose. So I'm going to press the check mark again, and now I'm going to save it. As you can see, I can share the photo, and there's one thing about this sharing that's kind of cool. Now you can send this to a friend by pressing that blue bar at the bottom, share photo to friends. And look what it's going to do. It's going to show the before and the after, unless you check that box at the bottom that says edited photo only. And whoever you send it to is going to be able to see the fine work that you did. And you can do that either to Facebook or to Twitter. Or if we go back to the options here where you could share the photo, you could also save the filter. Now, that's a pretty neat option, but you have to have an account. And they give you the opportunity to do that when you get into the filter. When you go to save the filter, you can create an account and you can save your filters, which is pretty neat. And this is a filter Plaza where you can choose more filters, or we could if, there we go. Oh, those are really nice. Lavender, snowy world. Now, if we go in here, yeah, you can download it. Let's see if it costs anything. Register as a member. All right, so you have to register, but big deal. They just want to market to you and, let you know about what's going on and perhaps sell you future apps. But there's a lot to this app, and you can put filters on top of other filters. So I would really encourage you to try this app. I'm going to look real quick and see what the cost is of this app. So you see I brought up the PDF for this app just so I could look to see how much it was. I couldn't remember, and it is actually free in the App Store. So, this is another really great deal. There's close to 200 filters, the dSLR-like blurring effects, light leaks, other professional adjustment tools. You get the idea. So, thanks for coming by and watching my video so that I could show you all about Mix, this wonderful free app for the iPhone that helps you create some standout original images. And I'd encourage you to spend some time in the app and develop your own signature look, because when you have so many filters and you can put them together, you really can develop something that's very original. Now, remember, this PDF is available to you. It is on my website at instagraphics.biz/marathon. And there's a link on that page that's going to take you to every image in the marathon, and it'll link you to a page that has this PDF available there, as well as the link to the video. And while you're there, sign up for my email list at the top of any page of my website, and I'll send you a PDF of a list of my top 6 apps, as well as links to everything that I've mentioned and other details. And if you have a moment, just please like these videos here on YouTube. I would really appreciate that. I want to mention I'm going to be holding a contest, and the prize is every app in the marathon, all 24. Now, a few of them are free, but it's still a great deal. You'll get all 24 apps, and you can go through the videos and try them out. And I will be announcing the details of the contest very soon. So please sign up somewhere. There's information about my Facebook group also on my website, instagraphics.biz/marathon. So thanks again for being here. I've loved spending time with you and showing you all about Mix. And I will see you tomorrow for image number, let's see, we're on image number 14, and that is Fuse Photo. So I'll see you then. Make it a great day.